I've got racists in my family. They embarrass me, just like yours do you. My multi-level marketing racist cousin won't refer to the former president as anything but Barack Hussein Obama. Another cousin, an old dude and a veteran no less, another one, marching at the rallies side by side with the KKK and the Proud Boys. Thank you for your service, Trader Joe. And these towns I speak of, they're quaint and lovely places on the surface, but my experiences there will always lead me to this impression of very small, racist southern towns. I suggest this for future episodes of anything I might ever say. If you wanted me to say nice things, then you should have been nicer. I can pinpoint specific examples that shaped my idea of these places. These places themselves aren't so sinister, but it's the people we interact with that form the basis of a general opinion and atmosphere of a place. And we can dispute those. We can go back and forth if you want. My perception of these places is not one where ideas thrive and progress blooms, because the positive rarely leaves as lasting an impression as the negative. These are the places young people run from to keep from getting sucked into. And maybe if you stay with hopes of changing things, or just stay because mom and daddy was from there, that's fine. But my ventures out of these towns only confirmed my bias. Very small minds, very small ideas, very small perspective, conservative. Because if they weren't, they'd be bigger cities with more progress and opportunity. And that's why you see on election night maps, blue cities, red everything else. And people who don't know think it's because the entire country is red. But that's a false infographic interpretation. Because when broken down by population, it isn't more people, it's just more land. And now I get to sound like a real elitist prick because I'm going to say the thing that everybody thinks but is too nice to say out loud. Why are the cities blue and the counties red? Because most of the reasonable people want to get this far the fuck away from the Hicks as humanly possible. We don't say that enough. And I expect to catch hell for saying it myself. It's classist and racist, really. And I am a racist, y'all. I've always been a racist. I was taught racism. And earlier in my life, before I really learned what I was angry about, I think it's fair to say I probably projected a lot of my insecurities towards the easy targets I was trained to hate and make fun of. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was raised that way. I'm sorry that somewhere in my mind that is still there and I have to overcome it. I've left those toxic towns, those places, those ideas and people. And I'm sorry that at this stage in my life, my own group is the target of my anger and disappointment. But we don't say it enough. We don't want to be around them. There is a high intellectual cost of being around them. They hold us back. They dumb us down. We feel like we have to slow it down and explain it to them. We like some aspects of the culture, but we just don't want some of the people. Why? Because some of what we're seeing with this Marjorie Taylor Greene lady out of Georgia, crazy conspiracy theories with nothing behind them but manipulation. And why? How could these earnest, down-home people fall victim to this elementary charlatanism? Because what we're discussing are the ones who have a history of God bless y'all while making the black folk use the restrooms in the back. They love thy neighbor, but expel thy trans daughter. We don't and can't trust them. They're as two-faced as their biscuits. Their genuineness of this gentle, kind Southern culture is soiled with the true intent at the heart of its people. And if that sounds like an indictment against an entire culture of human beings, so be it. Because we haven't done enough to fix it. We haven't stood up enough as a people against our own people to say enough. And why am I so hard on this culture? Because this culture has been one of nurturing and fostering this level of soul-selling ignorance, this nonsensical need for persecution and justification of our attitudes. No, I don't speak for everyone. I don't speak for all white people or all Southerners or all anything. I simply speak from my perspective growing up surrounded by it.